Charge, welcome to Nigeria. You are from which country? Charge, welcome to Nigeria. You are from which country? Welcome to Nigeria. Okay, you are welcome. So, we will hand you over to government.
Kandi Igbo jiri aka anyị nwee our own security. Awa ime ọhịa nwere gburugburu ala Igbo. Maka na ọ bụrụ na anyị wa ime ọhịa nwere gburugburu ala Igbo, there will be no heaven for them to stay.
All the PGs in all the communities in Igbo land need to come together as one. Because if any mekita, I ain't going to I ain't going to O say to go no. Stop offing your phone at night.
This revolution that we want, the Igbos are always prepared for the revolution.
Yeah, VDM, you are right. You are correct. The Igbos are the most rugged tribe in Nigeria, and we are ever ready for a revolution. We are not afraid of a revolution. Do you understand? But sadly for you people this time around, we are not interested to match shoulder to shoulder with you guys.
Please, if you are visiting my YouTube channel for the first time, subscribe with us and turn on your notification button. Hello Biafrans, welcome to Magnetic Dix TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your times or your location and wherever you are watching us from. Today being the 21st day of June 2026, we the team of Magnetic Dix TV is bringing news live and direct to you. Biafrans, our brother Nnamdi Nkwa is still shouting, saying, calling, everybody needs to listen to Nnamdi Nkwa at the moment, because what he's trying to do is it will be the best for Igbo land, since they have attacked Martin Nnamdi Kanu and they are attacking the ESN and they are also attacking Gentle the Yahoo and his guys. Then let us form this Ala Igbo security network, central security network, as Nnamdi Nkwa is championing it. And now you can see that those guys called Fulani herdsmen are already in Imo State, Owerri precisely, still kidnapping, according to Nnamdi Nkwa in this video. You will listen to Nnamdi Nkwa to hear what he said.
Odem Igbo Chineke kalamacho ezimapụ iche Igbo dị sam ejib na aka ebe ahụ ị ugbu a na ị na-enweta onwe gị very quick one na Chiba n'ọzọ nwe Chiba n'ọzọ anyị na-ekwu taa tata bụ Saturday na-abụghị ihe gbasara ndị Fulani aka na-atọrọ ndị mmadụ n'ihi agwa. Just last night n'ihi agwa ndị Fulani na-achị nnama shikwe n'ime ọhịa ebe ha nọ bata n'ihi agwa gbaa kuru mmadụ bụ ọhịa, kuru mmadụ bụ ọhịa. When we keep saying this thing, some people like him understand. I know who more come and do batageba and batageba. Ndo sarandugan, and that's randugai. Kekwebe han on more here. Then they can know any more here when they can abokada. They can me doa. They can agagari in my village, in Hana to Takada. On the care when they know any more, and they can then I got information never give more here. Or them like a make we and I can deal with their way. That to know your labaranki burewe. Onye hiona a burewe. If you slumber, they will down you. This is the time for our youth to come out. Oge ruole mgbe ndị ntorobịa anyị ga-afụta. Onye ọbụla pụta na eme kwuru okwu security. Ọ dịka onwe ihe ọwụ. Olee otu ihe agba? Kedu ihe o ji wụrụ sọsọ ihe agba? Kedu ihe o ji wụrụ nnọọ ihe agba? Ka mgbe ọbụla ekwu okwu ntọrọ mmadụ ọwụ ihe agba. Ekwu okwu ntọrọ mmadụ ọwụ were West. Ya wụhụ nazi ya wụrụ Obize. Ya wuhu nekede, ya wuru afu. Ya wuhu afu, ya wuru amaka ohi ubi. Ya wuhu amaka ohi ubi, ya wuru irete ma ọhụrụ ọrụ ogbe. Kedu ihe o ji wuru that side? Ebe ahụ ọhịa ndị ahụ nọ. Kedu ihe o ji wuru ebe ahụ ka mgbe ọbụla anyị na-anụ okwu atọrọla atọhụkwa. Ndị vigilante nọ na that community, ha ga-agwa anyị na ha anaghị anụ ntị. Ọ bụrụgodị na ha anaghị ahụ ụzọ, ha anaghị anụ ihe. A na-ekwu okwu security. Vigilante, yes, anyị mara ndị nke gọọmenti inwe. Anum neji hogwa, mama kwala hogwa, anum neji hogwa, so they cannot operate. They cannot work well. Oyo ji dimpa, mwa mmeti. Ka ndị Igbo jiri aka anyị nwee our own security. Awa ime ọhịa nwere gburugburu ala Igbo. Maka na ọ bụrụ na awa ime ọhịa nwere gburugburu ala Igbo, there will be no heaven for them to stay. No refuge for them to hide. Amami na aghọta, ọhịa m ji ekwu okwu ya, this central ala Igbo security. Na-ekwu okwu ya, na-ekwushi ike. Thank God we are forming it. The entire Ala Igbo, as I'm talking to you now, Enugu abatago, Anambra abatago, Ebonyi abatago, Abia abatala, Imo, of course, eba we headquarter. So as I'm talking to you now, when serious-minded people, retired army generals, Igbo, retired police officers, senior police officers, who just ordinary, senior police officers, we have them. We will make it legal. We will register it. I register. I get recognition. And I will protection of Ala Igbo. But before then, every youth must wake up. Every community youth must wake up. This is not time for you to start saying, this thing. This is the time for you to do the right thing. Time for you to wake up. Protect your bushes. Protect your forest. Or the possible or the possible see the forest. Yeah, it is better for us that we have a deforested forest than a forest where impunity, criminality is going on inside it. Protect your bush. Protect your forest.
Our brother, a Nollywood star, Chigozie, has also called for security checkpoints shaking in Igbo. He said that now those people are Batagokwa, that now the Fulani Bandys are Batagokwa, now the strangers are Batagokwa Nimayo. So it is time to be vigilant and stop offering your phone at night. Listen to Chigozie and hear what he advised us in this video as well.
Hey, Ose to go kwano. Ose to go kwano. Ose to go kwano munnem. Everybody needs to be at alert. Everybody need at alert. Ose to go kwano. Ose to go kwano. All the PGs in all the communities in Igbo land need to come together as one. All the PGs. Ekwesing one body for all the PGs non-Igbo land. Because if any make it, I ain't going to I ain't going to Ose to go no. And let me advise you, stop off in your phone. All these people where they put off their phone at night, they say once it's 9 o'clock, I don't go sleep. Stop putting off your phone at night. I swear to God. Leave your phone open. You might be the last option. You might be the last hope to save a community. Stop offing your phone at night. Some people, once it's 9 o'clock, once it's 8 o'clock, you will not get them on the phone anymore. So it is very important that you do not put off your phone at night. Very, very important, because but the last person who has a community. And I was the phone upon a phone the switched off. And I got your phone upon all the switched off. Stop offing your phone at night. All the very important. So that onwe obodo fana akpagala unu mana ino kosionu onwe obodo fana akpagala ana anu mkpotu ebido kpoba call. Ka na-akpọ call, ka na-echefa, ka na-eme gịnị, ka na-eje enwudefe ebe fa nọ, ka na-eme gịnị, ka na-eje disturb ha. At least the casualties are manding much. Because ka ira pedi na agbanyusi phone anyị. Ọ bụ na somebody kpọọ gị chọrọ ka gị na onye afọ kwuo, ịgwa the person, please call me in the morning. Ka ị hapụ iji ihe na-enwere isi wee tụfuo ndụ ụmụnne anyị. Enwe a lot of people wee rapụ na ndịda wee mee gịnị, wee pụọ ije. Onye agbanyụsị na phone ye n'abalị. BU obele, BU nnukwu, unu agbanyụsị na phone unu n'abalị. A lot of people na like ịlarụ ụla na-atọfu ụtọ. If you watch ife na-eme n'obodo ndị ọzọ, you will find out that na mgbe fa na-alarụ ụla ka ha na-eme gịnị, ka ha na-invade fa. Ndị a na-eme nwa operation in the daytime. Father Anwalu in the daytime. Mgbe faji akpa alụ bụ n'abalị, that time ị nabaga ụla. So that ọ bụ na na-ebe akwa na-eti mkpu a, onye kpọọ gị na phone, you can be able to, the communities eme gịnị, a charge up. Bikonu, anyị enwegokwanụ ndị ọbịa. Anyị nwere ndị ọbịa si obodo dị iche iche wee bata. And then we had Jimakewe Bata. Oh, we had Jimakewe Bata. Oh, we had Jimakewe Bata. We need to be serious. We need to be serious. We need to be serious. Because we need to be serious. Very important. Every big man, Igbo, call your people. Be at alert. Leave your phone open. You need to be serious. Everybody need to be serious. Now, everybody need to be serious. Very important. Very, very important. You are from which state? You are from which country? Sudan. Sudan. Okay. You are welcome to Nigeria. You are from which country? Yeah? Sudan. Welcome to Nigeria. You are from which country? Yeah? Sudan. Sudan. You are welcome. Yes, excuse me. You are from which country? Sudan. Sudan also. You are welcome to Nigeria. Yes. You are from which country? Sudan. Welcome to Nigeria. You come. Chad Republic. Welcome to Nigeria. You are from which country? Chad. Welcome to Nigeria. You are from which country? Chad. Welcome to Nigeria. You are from which country? Welcome to Nigeria. Okay, you are welcome. So, we handle you over to government. Police have come. You see them? You see them? Okay. This person say, we go hand you people over to the government. Do you think it's wise to hand them over to the government? Do you think it is wise to hand them over to the government? I know that the right thing to do is to hand them over to the government. Where these people from enter? Where they from enter? Is government not at that place where they from enter? Which people let these people in, enter this country? Now they say they should hand them over to the government, which is right. Let us hand them over to the government. Do you think it's wise to hand them over to the government?
Our brother VDM from Edo State is saying that Igbos are not ready for revolution, but people are calling on VDM, telling him that Igbos are not ready for anything. That if Edo people, although Edo is under Biafra, I hope you guys are listening and I hope you guys are understanding this message or this post. But for Igbo as a tribe, that they are not going to join in this revolution of a thing. Let others go and do, because Igbos have tried a lot. You know, something like that. Listen to our brother in this video to hear what he said.
This revolution that we want, the Igbos are always prepared for the revolution.
Yeah, VDM, you are right. You are correct. The Igbos are the most rugged tribe in Nigeria, and we are ever ready for a revolution. We are not afraid of a revolution. Do you understand? But sadly for you people this time around, we are not interested to march shoulder to shoulder with you guys. The Igbo shall not match with the rest of the tribes in Nigeria. We are not interested in whatever revolution you people are planning. And this is my reason. The reason is that anytime something bad happens to the Igbos, it is the Igbo problem. And we are expected to fix it and fight it ourselves. But once it happens outside Igbo land, it is a Nigerian problem. And all of a sudden, the Igbos are expected to come together in unity and fight. I have evidence for all this. Now, this is all you said.
The Igbos are supposed to do a march. Waiting don't dent their name for how many years. Finally, something don't come clear them, and you all are cool about it. But I cannot cry more than the bereaved, you know.
In that video, you said that you cannot cry more than the bereaved. Like, you cannot do anything. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. Because it is in our land that is happening, and we should fix it. But now, this is you.
We are saying enough is enough. And if you are ready, we are all ready to go with you to the bush and do it today or tomorrow.
Yes. You are calling for the Rattles, which includes the Igbos, to go into the forest of Oyo and put their life on the line directly, thereby crying more than the bereaved, to bring out the kidnapped victims, because it is happening outside Igbo land. Now, this is another evidence.
Nigeria, after Tinubu, after Buhari, Tinubu go rule Nigeria. This man talk all these things. If I go watch your old videos, we are in London for place to be say, the same people will even fight for, not even defend them again.
So this is Gege. Gege said that after all these things, Nnamdi Kanu said that even the people he fought for, couldn't even defend him. Now, Nnamdi Kanu did not only fight for the Igbo people, he fought for the Hausas. Look at the video.
Usman Abubakar is in detention. Maftab Omar is in detention. And DSS, they don't want to bring them to court. The families are here. Ibrahim Yahya is there as well. I was with them. Musa Kalamo is also there. Belief is also there.
He fought for the Yorubas. Look at the videos.
Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people.
Nnamdi Kanu fought for everybody. But now that he's in jail, it is now an Igbo problem, and the Igbo should get him out by themselves. Do you understand? This is another evidence from Simon K.
Nnamdi Kanu was a mistake that happened to you Igbo people. It's a mistake in the sense that a bunch of you motherfuckers, let me put it, a bunch of you motherfuckers cannot even rally round to defend and protect and ensure the fact that he's been liberated.
Okay, Simon K called all the Igbos motherfuckers. I agree, I'm stupid. Because he believes that he is an Igbo man and he fought for the Igbo people. Therefore, we should be able to stand for him and release him from jail. But Simon K forgot that Nnamdi Kanu always also fought for the North by warning them about the Fulanis. He even fought for them in court, just like I showed you. He fought for the Yoruba people. Nnamdi Kanu stood in solidarity with Showore. Nnamdi Kanu stood in solidarity with Sunday Igboho when he was, in his time fighting. But all of a sudden, now that he's in problem, it is now an Igbo affair. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. I'm not saying that you are the one that is going to save us. I'm just trying to tell you what you say. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. So why should the Igbos follow you to the forest of Oyo to cry more than the bereaved, which are the Yoruba people, by putting our life on the line directly to bring out those kidnapped victims? When they kidnapped people in Abia State, did you talk about it? We went there ourselves and did our job and brought them out. When the Fulani herdsmen killed our people in the villages of Uzowan in Enugu, where were you? Where were the rest of Nigerians? Where was this unity? When our people stood with flag in the street of Nkwa, taking bullets, being massacred by the Nigerian army for protesting for their rights to self-determination, where was the unity? How many of you stood with us? None of you. We went home, we mourned our dead and did our thing. Now it is now hitting you people. You now want a unity for revolution. The first people you call is the Igbos. The Igbos are ever ready for a revolution. So you people know that. You know that the Igbos will exist when it is time for war. The Igbo exist. When it is time for something hard, something to die for, the Igbo exist. But once it is our problem, we are meant to fix it ourselves. You all sit back. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. We are not going to. Our people shall not march with you into that forest of Oyo. You people should go alone and cry with your bereaved.
Oh yes, yo. Our own brother Kennedy is still saying it concerning this Fulani Hausa or Hausa-Fulani, this kind of thing that they are calling. This guy, they exposed the North. They exposed the atrocities committed by the military regime that they used to suppress the Southeast, the Biafran people. Listen to him and hear what he said in this video.
One of the greatest scams that have ever existed in northern Nigeria, and in my own opinion, possibly responsible for all these atrocities going on, is the concept of the Hausa-Fulanis. I've taken my time to talk about this, but I think it's high time to talk about this. You see, the concept of Hausa-Fulanis is nothing but a scam and a weapon for atrocity. Why do I say this? Looking at it now, generally speaking, you can't say you are Hausa-Fulani because other languages, we don't have that. We don't have Igbo Yoruba or Igbo Fulani, Igbo Hausa, Yoruba Fulani, or other minority tribes Fulani. But why is it a point of interest in regards to this Hausa-Fulani concept? And people are normalizing this. And let me tell you one thing they do under the disguise of all this. The concept of Hausa-Fulani gives birth to people to actually claim originship or nationalities in places where they don't belong. Because let's put it straight. The Hausa man has his own culture and very proud of it. You hardly see a Hausa man claiming a culture that is not his or a state of origin that is not. Because all this thing is going to lead us to origin, indigenship and the rest of it. And same with the Fulanis. But it's just, should I say, quite unfortunate that the Fulanis cannot claim indigenship in all parts of Nigeria, even in some part of the north. They can't claim indigenship. They have some places they can claim indigenship. They have some places they can't claim indigenship. But when you marry the concept of Hausa-Fulanis, it now gives birth to even a Lebanese coming in to claim that he's a Nigerian. Even a Fulani from Senegal, Mali, Chad, Niger, or whatever, claiming indigenship to other parts. And this is what it does, sincerely speaking. And as a result of that now, we have opened our borders and we have become so porous to accommodate people that cannot be accounted for under the disguise of Hausa-Fulani. Because let's face it, when you tell me Hausa-Fulani, what is the culture of this kind of human being? What is his own culture? Because just like I keep saying, the general point of convergence at the end of the day for a man that doesn't have culture is actually he uses Islam. He comes under the disguise of Islam and say that because they are all Muslims, they are now all one. And as a result of that, that has succeeded in creating so much havoc. So what am I generally trying to say? The fact is, everybody must choose where he belongs to. If you're a Hausa, we know where Hausas originate from. If you're a Fulani, we know some places where Fulanis originate from. And take it or leave it, you get to see a lot of them, a lot of the proponents, possibly, in my own opinion, if you are to dig it deep, I'm telling you, these people are not Nigerians. But at the end of the day, when you dig deeper, you get to see that these people are actually after nothing but just trying to conquer people and actually have a place of their own. And one of the excuses they keep giving is the fact that they have stayed in this place despite the fact that they are not resident, but they have stayed here for 80 years or they have stayed for 100 years. But the question I keep asking is, can a normal human being stays in a place for 80, 30, let's even say 40, 50, 30 years in a place without owning a land? Where is the land that the Fulanis have acquired in wherever they claim their indigenous to? Show me the land. Funny enough, Buhari brought up the concept of Ruga settlement. And the whole concept of Ruga was all about compensating Fulanis, giving Fulanis a place to stay or whatever. Other peoples that have stayed in where they belong and their places of origin, did they call on the government to give them any grazing reserve? And if we're even talking about grazing reserve, is grazing reserve supposed to be meant for Fulanis? Or is supposed to be a grazing reserve for the nation and everybody? But here we're talking about a situation where we talk about these people are acting out of as a result of victim of circumstances. They have rustled their cows or whatever. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten that? Over time, some of these people, as far as I'm concerned, that are non-Nigerians, have come into Nigerians and have invaded people's farm to eat their farm products. And as a result of that, the tension arises. And you have the likes of Shegumi speaking in their favor, that the government have not been fair to them. In the area of education, in the area of whatever. Tell me, the schools that we have in Nigeria, is there any place in Nigeria, a school in Nigeria, that Nigerian Fulanis that are at least their ancestry can be tied to that place, that they have been exempted from going to the school? They did not. Nobody forced anybody to go to school. My parent and your parent, nobody forced them. Possibly in the times of Sardauna or whatever, people were actually brought to go to school. But after then, nobody forced anybody to go to school. The school is you have the option of either to go or not to go. So what now happens to people? Well, generally what I'm trying to say is, I like this concept that is coming with this new Hausa trying to mobilize themselves to fight this insurgent. I'm telling you, till you distinguish yourself from this concept that brings in foreigners from every other nation, nothing is going to change. And for the minority tribe, stay on your guard. Stay on your guard. Don't let anybody sell those funny stories to you. I am telling you, you know who is your own, you know who are indigenous, and you know who are not indigenous. And don't ever allow any disguise.
Guys, this one is happening in Enugu State. That is it primary election or what they did in Enugu State. We're going to talks, all these things are nemakasi. We're talks, be here, but I know you are gasi. But na fun na the same Enugu State and can work cases of Fulani herdsmen nebundi mado. Where are those talks? Can they carry those compassion and those garagara haneme by mafia? Just saw those Fulani herdsmen now. Nah, I'm a long way to go.
I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
Who are going to meet you for my house of assembly?
Raise up your head.
Where are the armors that you carry? Who carry armors? What about
the other people that left carry gun?
They are not. There's no gun.
What did you come here to do? Where is your business? Are you voting here? Are you voting here?
Watch this video and see how it's going there. Dear friends and sisters, my friends, our brother here is saying something concerning Tinubu and Nigeria. Listen to him to hear what he said.
In whichever way, the truth remains that nobody is safe in Nigeria. Pay attention. You cannot argue this. Nobody can argue this. That's number one truth. Then number two truth is that you cannot argue that Tinubu has failed Nigerians. We have not seen electricity. We have not seen security. We have not seen infrastructure. We have not seen anything. And we are not saying this maybe to demarcate his government or Nigeria, but that is the reality. Come to Nigeria and see what people are passing through. In case you are in diaspora, people who are outside the country will not understand what people are passing through. People who are outside the country will not understand. They will think that it is a normal thing, or the Nigeria of 20 years ago, 30 years ago. The hardship that was there then is nothing to be compared here. So even countries who are into war, who are fighting a war, has never faced the hardship, the rate or the state of hardship in Nigeria currently now. No country in the world has faced the state. Look at Libya, that has been in war for over 10 years now. I want to tell you that the currency of Libya has nothing to do with Nigeria. It is far, far bigger and better than Nigerian currency. That's number one. And the people who are living in Libya has never faced the hardship that people are facing in Nigeria. No wonder so many Nigerians, despite the state of Libya, that people are not having rest. They prefer staying in Libya than to stay in Nigeria. And the government is not doing anything. We don't get any results. Protests from one particular team to another. To the extent that even Nigerians are tired of protesting. Is this how it is going to end? Let us wake up. If not, don't you see that we are under siege? Don't you see that the government is not even in control? That strangers are taking over, including the bandits. If not, all of us might be doomed. That is my message.
Dear friends, now our brother here made a very, very, very important quote, or he says something that's very, very important. He said in this video, if not for Nnamdi Kanu, so many people would have been brainwashed from all this BBC news, all this Yoruba media, everything that's saying allegations, every lies against Biafra of 1967 to 1970. You know, nothing. Listen to our brother here and hear what he said in this video.
If not for Nnamdi Kanu, the whole Nigeria would have believed that Igbo people can do anything for money. If not for the coming of Nnamdi Kanu, the whole of Nigeria, if not the entirety of Africa, will still believe that evil notion that Igbo people don't love themselves. The coming of Nnamdi Kanu, the personality of Nnamdi Kanu, demystify that evil fallacies. Please, if you're an Igbo person, you must share this video. The reason why they almost destroy our personality, they almost destroy our tribe, is because we never had a strong media. But thank God now, you must share this video. The coming of Nnamdi Kanu demystify that century-old evil narrative that Igbo people can do anything for money. They can even sell their brothers for money. But here he is. He has demystified that evil notion. He has demystified that century-old evil narrative. If not for the coming of Nnamdi Kanu, they will still believe that Igbo people don't love themselves. And here we are. We have seen somebody that gave everything for his brothers. He has given everything that any human being can give for his brothers. That is love. He has rejected everything. If not for the coming of Nnamdi Kanu, he had demystified that myth. You see that people don't use such narrative again, that Igbo people can do anything for money. If not for the coming of Nnamdi Kanu, please, you must share this video. We must continue to correct all the evil anomalies they have done against our great tribe.
Biafrans, our pastor here is saying something that is very, very interesting concerning Nigeria and Nnamdi Kanu. Listen to him and hear what he said in this video.
So, there's a one plane crash that we do very soon. Write it down, and you see there's a man that everybody will be shocked to hear he's the one in their plane. One of the people that they will die. Write it down. Plane crash is coming. God don't want all these things to happen, but because they are holding a servant of God, God will do something. You do not say better amen. So, Nnamdi Kanu case will bring a lot of problem in Nigeria. And anybody, any TV station, anybody that have a page or anywhere, and you are the one they use to propagate the story, lies against Nnamdi Kanu, your end will come. Their end is coming because I see light. The light is very bad. The light I'm seeing, very, very heavy, like a fire coming. You know, some of you don't know they don't kill a soldier. If you kill an American soldier, not a Nigerian soldier, American will come for you. That is how a citizen of heaven is. If you know Elohim, anybody that touch you is touching Elohim. Because he said, you are like my eyeball. You know the song. You may not have money, but a man you say throw money get trap.
They use it to set trap to your kids.
You cannot kill an American soldier and go. No matter how many you people are, they will come for you. If an American can look for their soldiers, think about Almighty God. If you touch Almighty, you know when Elijah said to God to open the eyes of Gehazi, do you remember? And Gehazi saw thousands of soldiers. And the man was shocked because he was thinking it's only me and my master. And God said, Elijah said, open the eyes. Elisha said, open the eyes. Elisha said, open the eyes of my servant. They now open the eyes. The guys see that thousands of soldiers are following them. Sometimes you that is here sitting, you don't know that people that are following you is bigger than people you are seeing outside.
So, dear friends, all Nekachimeze here is talking about the insecurity that is still going on in Biafran land, and she says something that the IPOB family is trying to withdraw ESN. I don't know how true is this, but if it is true, they should not try that. They should not in any way try that, because I want to be safe right now. I want to be safe at all. And the young one abuneka Olashimeze nekuku na this video. Well, na cover that na aloy ejimako na family Nnamdi Kanu bukwa ndi mere Nnamdi Kanu ji wee Kanu ebe ono today. Na ihe ha kwesịrị ime na ha dị emeri n'isi. Well, na ike agwụ na ayo ya amazi nke bụ nke. So many allegations and so many stories and so many things. All we are saying is that let everybody come under one umbrella and fight for the cause of Biafra, the release of Nnamdi Kanu and thousands of Biafrans out there that are being incarcerated, both Samoneba and the rest of them.
You know, so ndị Yoruba ha proscribe OPC ha OPC nwekwa agburu ihe awu militia group ọ bụ na ịmara ya na ndị agburu na-apụ ndị mmadụ ihe n'ike na-egbu in some occasions. OPC the same thing ha hapụga ha from Lagos to Ore ha enweta police na ụzọ ha enweta army ha enweta bandits ha enweta ndị ọjọọ ọ rụzie ebe anyị mana be anyị na-adị peaceful ka uche anyị na-adị ya mana ụlọ na-elekwa anya ụlọ ga-ahụkwa na enwekwe ndị nọ na social media awụkwa ndị otu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu maka ịmasị akpọla ya aha elele otu a ga-esi aga akpọ ya ha nwee ihe niile a na-asakl around him anyị ọgwụdo eru ndị Igbo ka m kwuo na ọkwa ka ọ na-ada n'isi nke mba emene chukwu ụzọ anyị ọkwa for 4 years papa nke ahụ apụọla ikute ume nwee ike ịdị na-akọ ọnụ na social media. Ọ bụrụ na ọ naghị na-akọ na social media na ọ ga na-alụ na social media anyị ji ya na-eti mkpu na-ekireta awareness of ndị a na-egbuchi n'ụlọ. Ọ dịkwa m ka ọ ga-aka bụ uru. Enwe ihe m hụrụ Peter Obi mgbe a na-aji ya maka ndị na-akparị a sị enwere ihe nke ahụ na a ga-ekritisaiz ya na ekritisaiz ya wee nọgha ọ ihe m che kritisizm na-eme. And ihe anyị na-eme onye bịakwuo uche abaghị anyị na-eji ekewaso onwe anyị maka olu echi elele otu ị ga-echekwa ozi onye asị ya ngwa bịa na anyị need unity now, very important. And again ihe ọbụla a ga-eme nna ha etili ya na anyị nwere ike ilitewa mmụọ na asị gaghị adana sọsọ otu nwere ike ekwe ekwe ndị mmadụ apụtacha abụ IPOB nwere ohere a na-ayọ Dr. Ngozi Orabenza maka anụ m ka ha na-eto ọnụ ndị amela I will give you 2 months. Anyị achọrọ ụdị announcement ahụ iji nye announcement ahụ enwe ebe dị dati Biafra na gọọmenti na exile nọ gị na-enye ya ebe ahụ bukonu nke mbụ unu mere eme na ụnụ na-anụrụ anyị ọgụ ndị Biafra Liberation Army na ndị autopilot ndị amị ụnụ ambush ndị amị ụnụ gbagbuo n'ahịa egbe ha jezi ọgụ ụnụ fuo achọwa village biko anyị achọdọ ọgụ anyị agịda alili ọnwụ ihe dịka security ịdị na-eche ndị bandit a and adịghị m sure na anyị need that Biafra Liberation Army ebe nwere ESN ụnụ nwere already. I'm not your member mana mkpu m na-eji ha for my own safety na safety ndị Igbo na ihe ụnụ na-eme ọkachasị dịse Ngozi Orabenza na ndị otu Biafra Liberation Army na-eme attract enwere ihe ụnụ na-arụ adị ntara anyị na-enweta ọwụdị nte nke anyị ji anya anyị hụ most of your boys who have committed so many atrocities. Ama motu ndị Igbo ji gba nkịtị nọ na social media na-akọ ọnụ onye pụtasị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ri akwa red awụstasha hapụzie the most important thing even hapụkwa ri nwoke mmadụ nọ na-aga trial for death sentence energy niile onye ọbụla na-eji gbagaring light na-aba ejikwa ese Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nke ịchọta ahụ na-eti mkpu maka mpụta ya mba ọzọ ga-anụ maka unu chee na in fact I'm still thinking plan ha n'ọkwa lawyer Ejimakọ and co ga-ewepụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu mgbe ha gara high court ha nwere opportunity file defense ha file the defense hello ndị Igbo hello ndị like Maazị Nnamdi Kanu hello nchetekwa na high court okwesom ga ndị niile na-aba mba wo social media ha bịara ndị nwere ihe ha ma esokwa m ga na high court ekwesịrị file defense this one lawyer Ejimakọ ha na ndị otu ha file the defense agawa a sentence ya to life imprisonment. Mana enwere clause. Judge na sentence ya kwechi with death sentence. Mana ya decide in life imprisonment. This death sentence can the prosecuting counsel needs to have then social media name eye content. Name eye content net powder. I'm not going to be so. I appeal. Have you done amen appeal? American senator. This same deceit. Onye pụta mgbe uchi mependi Igbo anya anwe otaka isi nogide na social media na awo nwa iwo ndị a were nwa yo mekwo na emere jihad gbuo bi uta ike egbu egbu again were mazi Nnamdi Kanu keep high this ụwa jiri ike onye pụtara ụgba na mepe anya anya na ọkwa death sentence kwụzi otu o sedere ya ala lekere ụwa jiri ike kama onye ga-ekwu okwu ga-ekwuru sị nna ya okwu ngwa ka anyị hapụ Kanu every differences ka anyị niile tie ọnụ ka ihe a ga-eme ebido na ana demand ka m jikere ụnụ ndị na-ana akparịarị ndị mmadụ na social media na-ekọ ihe ụnụ na-akọ enote nke ọnụ na-akwado ndị mmadụ I will deal with you, I will bring you down mmesịa gị ihe mgbuchi gị ele aka o nyere nwoke mmadụ nọ na death sentence ụnụ na-ewere ụnụ na-achụfuchi ndị nwere ike ịbịakwa na time nye aka na onye na-akwado hụta nwere ike ịkwado echi ụnụ na-suppress voices ndị mmadụ na mana onye a mekpere mistake otu a ụnụ chụfuo ya ele ihe ụnụ mebere this man kemgbe ọkwa gawa trial nke ụnụ na-ahụ ya n'anya na-akọtara ya ọnụ ndị Igbo biko anọdụzi m na nke ahụ ihe nke m mkpa ugbu a na-awụ biko nụ otu esi esef ji adịra ya ala Igbo Dr. Ngozi Orabaeze anyị achọda amị gị ijide ndị alụ ọgụ ihe anọzi ugbu a gorilla style onye ọbụla na-eche onwe ya anyị achọdụdụ 2 division anyị achọdụ division amadị m anyị ka na-arịa ndị autopilot ewetekwa another 100 men na cross division and then ọta ije esi alụzi ọga with this division ebidogo anyị were tipụ wọt ịra anyị n'ala Igbo anyị na-alụ ọgụ na badmouth onwe anyị ndị abatazie na-egburuwe na-ana anyị ala Igbo maka ụna ama na ndị nọ n'ala Igbo na-adị very few a na-egbu ha otu ha dịgodo 2 million ha ga-egbu gị onye dị 2 million iwepụ otu onye ya wụ 1,999,000 iwepụ onye ọdọ ihe gburu dị ọda dị mgba na ihe gburu dị ọda dị ewu mmadụ 8 ka m so dị ihe a ndị egburu ihe a dịka ọ nọ Owerri ihe a dịka ọ n'Imo steeti 8 people so ọnwụ na ihe afọrọ ọnwụ na ihe fọrọ ọnụ wụ 1,998,000 egbukwuo mmadụ 8 ọ ga-afọzi 1,000,000 ọ ga-afọzi 1,991,000 ọ ihe ọ ga-afọzi 1,991,000 ka ọ ga-afọzi so ka m gosi unu ihe a mgbe m mere broadcast yesterday ka m kwesịrị igosi ya mechazie egosi onwume ya so ka m gosi unu today maka a na-ekwu ihe a na-ekwu ya dịka owe egwuregwu ka a na-ekwu ihe a na-ekwu ya dịka owe egwuregwu ka a na-ekwu.
Thank you everyone watching this video. Remember to subscribe with us Magnetic Dix TV for we remain the best. Abeg share this video. Today is Sunday. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. We all love you. Bye.